It's October! Time for gorging yourself on gore and good bars. Woohoo! Now, if you're like me, you're going to want to binge yourself scared through the month. But where to start? Well, I'm Chris Carr. Here are my top 5 scariest shows streaming on Netflix. Number 5. Twilight Zone. An oldie but a goodie, The Twilight Zone was created by Emmy Award winner Rod Serling, who doubled as the show's host. Serling wrote 80 of the almost 200 episodes, so obviously he was a great choice as a host since he's the creepy mamma jamma coming up with the most twisted tales. Some of you may think this show is dated or isn't scary, but for me, good horror sticks with you well after you turn off the tube. The Twilight Zone definitely got you questioning things and wondering what that bump in the night could be. Plus, come on, classic black and white spooky stories? They're classic for a reason. Number 4. Penny Dreadful. Reimagining literary classics and familiar tales isn't anything new. I'm looking at you, Once Upon a Time. Stop, just stop. Stop it. But Penny Dreadful's take on characters like Dr. Frankenstein and Dorian Gray is an intensely dark psychological exploration of familiar origins. Placed in the darkest corners of London, Penny Dreadful follows Sir Malcolm, an explorer who's lost his daughter to the city's sinister creatures and is on a mission to get her back no matter what the cost. The cast is phenomenal, and you know I'm jumping into any show that features my girl Billie Piper. This one is definitely worth a watch. Number 3. Black Mirror. We already looked at Twilight Zone, so let's check out its hotter younger brother, Black Mirror. This contemporary reworking still features standalone stories wrought with suspense, but focuses more on techno-paranoia, our reliance on tech, and how it hurts and hinders our lives and relationships. Each story features its own cast of unique characters with big-name stars like Bryce Dallas Howard or John Hamm. At best, the stories make you feel uneasy. At worst, you'll hide from anything with the screen for a while. Number 2. Stranger Things. The Netflix original thriller takes place in small-town Indiana circa 1983, and really serves as a love letter to the classic sci-fi tales of Spielberg and more at the time. When 12-year-old Will Byers goes missing, a terrifying story unravels, filled with secret research facilities, creepy faceless monsters, and more disappearances. As Will's friends and family search for answers, which always seem to just bring up more questions, they come across Eleven, who seems to be at the epicenter of all of this. I mean, I feel like all of you have already seen this. Who hasn't? Do you live under a rock? How are you streaming this right now? But I definitely recommend reviewing Season 1 before they drop Season 2 at the end of the month. And finally, number 1, The Walking Dead. Alright, I had a discussion the other day about how zombies are so played out, and sure, we're doing a lot of the same stories on Walking Dead, but man, I think this show is great! A good zombie story introduces the threat of zombies and then shows that the true danger, the true monsters, are people. That's why Romero was so great, and that's why The Walking Dead has done as well as it has. In this version of the zombie apocalypse, Rick Grimes leads a group of other survivors through the country in search of a safe and secure home, and how fear leads the survivors to be more dangerous than the walkers themselves. Maybe this isn't your number 1, but then I'm guessing you handle gore way better than I do. For someone who grew up on Frank Miller and other graphic novels, I am a total wimp when it comes to blood on the screen. These are just a few of the scary shows streaming on Netflix here in the US, so let me know which ones you love to binge to put yourself in a spooky mood in the comments below. And while you're there, please like and subscribe. Thanks y'all, I'm Chris Carr. See you, Space Cowboy.